Oh, the summer has been interesting. A lot going on. A couple of things I didn't expect. Next year is going to be even rougher, and I'll show you why here in just a minute. It's been a real busy transfer window, and that wasn't exactly what I was looking for as I hit my mic here. That wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but then again, the opponent gets a vote too. On the outs, Christian Jajewski, Bojan Ilievsky, Ivan Nikolov, Emil Rustomovsky, Ethan Elmini, Lucas Stankovsky, Marko Stankic, Besar Kajufi, Blagoya Alexovsky, and Marjan Alexovsky all left on freeze. Some of them were older players like Elhan Humini, didn't want to stay, didn't want to sign a new contract. Others were younger players like Alexovsky, who just did not develop at all. I mean, he got starts, he got a lot of playing time on the B League, he went to Horizon and he sat. And maybe I didn't do him right. Maybe that's on me. We didn't have any free transfers in, but the summer transfer window isn't over yet. Loan deals. Yeah, it's Boban Czezewski is in on loan because he got sold to Slavia Prague, but they kindly loaned him back to us. We'll look at that in a minute. Vlatko Jovanovski went out. David Blazevsky went out. Gerson Marino went out. He had a really good loan spell last season, and I don't foresee him getting a ton of playing time here, so I want him to get more. Pepe Aliaska went out. Dejan Ivana went out. Ace Markovsky comes in from Markova. I brought him in just as backup for the under-18s. I'm not anticipating him getting a ton of playing time. Cash and clause transfers. Alia Dem left to Bregolnico for $38,000. $38,500 going to $90,000. Go ahead. I was looking at some of my players, and I realized that their value wasn't being reflected in the contracts they had. As an example, Riste Grozanowski, he's valued 2.2 to 3.3. At one point in time, he had a release clause of 1.3 million euros. And I was going through my players, looking at the ones I wanted to keep, and I was increasing the maximum fee or the minimum fee release clause as high as I could go, especially to foreign clubs. And in the middle of that, I actually had offered him a contract. Go Ahead Eagles came and swiped Alexander Ilieski for 1.5 million euros. And I'm really kind of a bit upset by that. He had a really good season for us last season, and I was counting on him to be here this season, which was probably my first mistake. I mean, we've got depth to replace him. We got a couple younger players who could possibly come up and fill his shoes. And honestly, I think I'm more upset by the fact that 1.5 million is probably undervalued for him. And then Boban Czezewski, who was also in the middle of a contract renegotiation where I was upping his asking price, went to Slavia Prague for 2.7 million. But they kindly turned around and said, hey, we'll let you have him back for the season. Now, the kicker is, I gotta see if this is still in here. West Ham actually came in for, I'm almost positive it was West Ham. West Ham came in for Czezewski, and he agreed with them, but he couldn't get a work permit. So he came back, and that's when I was in the middle of the transfer talks, or the contract talks with him, and then he left. So we've got 3 million out, total of 0 in. We've got a ton of money going on in the transfer budget. The one midfielder that I had eyes on, it wasn't Konstantin Pandev. It was Arben Morimi. Signed a new contract. He's not interested in signing with us. Maybe next season I can get him. The other thing that happened that was quite the surprise was our backroom staff size got increased. I have a bunch of new scouts. I have a bunch of new coaches for this squad and the other 18 squad. Now, I ran into the same problem this year that I ran into last time, in that past a certain quality of coach, they want too much money. And I kind of knew that going in, but it's frustrating when you look at two guys and they're basically the same. There's not a lot of differences between them attribute-wise, and one of them is okay with 400 pounds a week or 400 euros a week, and the other wants 2.2 thousand euros a week. This 50 player limit's really kind of annoying. Well, I'm going to take care of this, and I'll come back to you guys in just a sec. Schedule-wise, it's been interesting, to say the least. This is what it's going to be going forward, especially as long as we keep finishing first in the league. We're not going to have much of a preseason. We got 2 games in before our Champions League games started. Our first matches were against Bravo Ljubljana, who are a Slovenian team. They really didn't offer us much in the way of defense. We beat them 4-0 first, and then the last game they just kind of sat back and said, come at us. I took it easy. We won 5-0 on aggregate. Next up, we have Maccabi Tel Aviv, who are a very good team from Israel. We won the first game 2-1, and then we won the second game 2-0. And this was one of those where it really could have gone either way. They're a quality team. They've got some quality players, especially in this game here. We got lucky. Elise had the goal in the 93rd minute for us to score and get the win. And here they had a lot of chances. They just could not make the most of them. They had 11 shots. They had 15 shots, 11 on target. Their XG was 1.93. And no woodwork hits. Grozdanowski had an absolute brilliant game. He was at 8.8 rating, was player of the match. He had some really good saves. It was after, and that was in the middle of his contract renegotiation. I was hoping and praying that his performance wouldn't put him on the map anymore and someone else might come in. So then we drew Ludogorets, who are a Bulgarian squad, and they've finished first. They're essentially the Bulgarian version of Vardar, and they are a very good squad. They've got a lot of money. They've got great facilities, a good reputation. They have some very good players. And I initially thought, we're just going to get blown out by them. I'll come back for the Euro Cup 2 matches, or for our Europa League matches. And instead, we held them to a 2-1 victory. And we're playing at Ludogorets for this game. So I thought I'd go over the preseason and everything like that. We'll see what happens here. And then the next episode will be who we're playing next. And in the interim, we beat Tikvest 4-0. It was not really much of a match. So that's what we're going to do. So on the field today, we got Grozdanowski in goal. We got Tisevsky, Vaj, Bozanovsky, and Jankelov, the defensive back four. Muradi and Tisevsky as the midfielders, and Mary and Novevsky as the attacking mids. Dmitriev and Hadzviesky up top as the strikers. The Tikvest game was 3 days ago, so some of these guys aren't exactly match fit. Tisevsky's not, so we're going to bring on Ivan Davidovsky, who is a young midfielder. Ignore the down arrows. He's got a decent amount of potential. He's already quite good. So with Tisevsky being gassed, I'm okay starting him. I do like the variety of teams we've played over the years. We've played some really good teams from some really interesting countries. An Israeli save with one of the teams there could be fun. Silva, Grozdanowski can't stop it. Well, I think maybe he got a hand on it and hit the post. That's me being very ambitious. 25 minutes in. They've had 6 shots, 3 on target. We've had 1 and 1. Half hour in. Wow, the game's going by really. This is going to be one of those games with not a lot of highlights, is it? Novevsky. Nope. What happened there? Shopoff's off. That's his double. That's a double yellow. Hopefully that helps. Jankelov bombs it forward. Gets headed down, though. Silva to Escalante. Dominichev. Borkov. Leoncandio gives the ball away. Grozdanowski. Up to Hadzviesky. He holds it up. Centers it in. Silva knocks it down to Banklov. Silva to Minchev. Minchev one-on-one. Tries dinking it over to Grozdanowski, but it was too high and too left. Jankelov on the throw-in. Hadzviesky. Davidovsky. Bozanovsky. Novevsky. Hadzviesky feeds Muradi, and Muradi scores. Nice. Right before the half. That's gotta sting. Shopov getting sent off has gotta really sting. Nice through ball for Marathi. Was Amir the keeper take kind of an odd path to get there? Not that I'm complaining, but oh great, kickoff highlight. Escalante to Silva. Minchev. Leocandio. Silva up to Minchev. Oh, what a save. That was fortuitous. At halftime, with a 1-0 lead, thanks to Shopov getting sent off. They're playing this modified diamond now, so I'm going to go a little bit wider. And I'm going to go to the attack. We need another goal. There's 70 minutes in. I'm going to bring on a Boz. I'm going to bring on Barty. I don't know what the tiebreakers are. I know we're tied here. I don't remember if aggregate or if away goals count. If they do, Ludogorets is going to win. Tasevsky on the throw-in to Marathi. Crossed in, Werner. Werner bombs it down the field. Oh, Barkov got by Bozanovsky, but he holds it up. Son of a gun. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, I really need it. Oh, what the heck happened there? He just muscled Bozanovsky out of the way, caught Dyer. Bozanovsky was pulled over. Son of a gun. Off the corner kick, back and forth. Escalante almost dispossesses Marathi. Tasevsky out to Bozanovsky. Bozanovsky to Jankelov. Jankelov takes the shot. He buries it. That's cold comfort. I mean, we're even again. As I was saying before they scored, I don't think away goals count anymore. I think we go to extra time. I should have checked the rules before, but wow. Tasevsky to Ameri. Back to Tasevsky. Marathi feeds Dimitrov. Dimitrov feeds Hadzievsky, and he scores. And we're ahead. I'm going all the way back down to balanced. We're getting so lucky. This makes me wonder what the FM karma is going to be. Dimitrov to Hadzievsky. Hadzievsky. I'll get it straight one of these days. And then the next day he'll leave the club. Oh. 16 shots, 10 on target. Shopov getting sent off. Absolutely screwed him. Absolutely. Now comes the most important part. Saving the game. And seeing who we play next. Slovan Bratislava. What is up with that? I beat Dundalk straight in. Now we get to face them. I don't want to. Maybe we do have a chance. Hold on, bros. Have to look at the player senior squad. Nothing really comes up. Ivan Saponiak is their striker. I mean, are they the Slovak version of Vardar? They beat Würzburg? No, it was a friendly cup. They beat AIK. They beat Partizan. We got them coming up in 6 days. Jankelov's out for the next match. Yeah, Slovan Bratislava, and we got Renova in between. So that's going to be the next episode. I've got a little bit more work to do. And then the other thing we're looking at is the transfer window closes here. So we've got a couple weeks in case anything does crop up. You know, and like I've got money to spend. The question is, do I go out and try and spend it? I don't think I need to. But we'll wait and see what happens. Losing to Sefsky was kind of a pain. So, all that said, if you did like what you see here, please like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticism, comments. Leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM22. I thank you very much for watching.